Hi everyone! For those of you who don't know me, my name's Madelyn Loellke. I'm an undergraduate who's double majoring in foreign language Spanish and marketing. This past summer I was fortunate enough to be able to go on a study abroad trip for 4 weeks in Italy. In this video, we're going to go over almost introduction, guide, fine points to how to have a successful business in a foreign country, namely Italy. Most of this is going to be based on the 2 classes that I took there, Global Business and Society and Principles of Marketing, while I'm also going to expand on a few points using my own experiences and observations. I'm also going to try to use a variety of markets for my case studies so that you guys can see just how far all of the differences and similarities go. In addition to this, while the study is going to be on Italy in general, most of the focus is going to be on Florence, as that is where I was stationed, but I am going to bring up a lot of the other cities as well, just so you can see how far it fully goes. Business-wise, we're going to be looking at 2 different aspects, how I tend to view them as internal and external, and we'll see how it goes. So, let's get started. If you are expanding your business to a new country, you need to plan ahead and know what to expect from this new environment. Goods and services must be able to adapt to the new culture, despite differences in social norms, economics, politics, and more. In addition to this, there's the consumer. Producers need to be able to attract customers to their product, and it's an eternal competition with everyone else there. What sets you apart? Why should someone buy from you instead of someone else? And furthermore, how do you make them loyal to your product? While most of these factors are the same worldwide, there are a few differences that you have to take note of. So, internally. It goes without saying that if someone is opening a business in Italy, they've probably been there before when they were scoping out the real estate. Florence is a very clustered city, and it's in the bottom of a valley, but the prime real estate is the original triangle, so where the old city is. This is where all the historic locations are, and if you have old buildings and monuments, you have tourists who are an endless source of customers for all the businesses that they find. If you manage to get a spot for your store in the plaza surrounding the Duomo, that big building that's the skyline of Florence, you're golden. You scope out the culture so that you know if your good or service can fit in with the world around it. If you're running a business in Italy, you have to get used to using the euro and all the pros and cons that come with being a part of the European Union. The EU promises free movement of goods between its member countries, meaning it's easier for you to expand your business internationally, but it also is easier for all of your competition to grow. Another promise of the EU is free movement of labor, meaning you have a wide variety of people that you can hire as workers, or at least you do for as long as the EU lasts. You know, now that's falling apart. One of the largest industries in a tourism-rich country like Italy is the food industry. And for our first case study, you probably won't be surprised by what caught the eye of me, a young millennial. Starbucks. Starbucks is a relatively young company, as it was only founded in Seattle, Washington in 1971. As of 2016, it had almost 24,000 stores opened in 74 different countries. That's huge. So why did it take until 2017 for it to open its first store in Milan, Italy? Most of the words on the menu are in some way Italian. Culture. Coffee is an irreplaceable staple in the Italian culture and experience. I can attest that it is absolutely delightful to be able to walk to your local cafe and have your morning cappuccino and croissant before you go to class or work. Or on the days you need an extra kick, you can get an espresso. But here's the kicker. Starbucks, Italy. Italians like to have small cups of coffee. To them, that's all you need, whereas Starbucks literally doesn't offer a small on the menu. Starbucks chose to stay loyal to brand and did not match with the culture when they moved to Italy, which is why past opening day, their numbers have struggled. But this doesn't mean that as a large food corporation you can't be successful. Look at McDonald's. They did adapt. While yes, there's the burgers and fries, but all day long they also offer the country's staples like the paninis and croissants and the smaller coffees. Plus, it's the only place open before 8:30, so if you're trying to catch a morning train, it's where you want to go. Now, the exterior part of running a business is customer attraction and interaction. Unless you're a street vendor who relies on a rapport with prospective customers, for most business owners, the expected level of customer service in Italy is very low, meaning that your means of buying loyalty has become more specified. End goal, you probably want to be like Zara, the largest apparel retailer in the world. Their customers are so loyal to brand that they had 2 stores open with different products in them on opposite sides of the street, one over here and one over there. People were still willing to go to both of them out of loyalty and adoration for the brand. A good method to draw in such customers until you can reach that level of loyalty was portrayed perfectly by the H&M that I found in Florence. It was a large store with 3 floors, and the bottom one was completely dedicated to social movement marketing. If a sweater or a romper had animal or floral or tropical print on it, it also had an additional tag saying that for every purchase, blank percentage would be sent to go and help preserve the rainforest. Not to mention that this area was flooded with merchandise for the feminist movement that was all geared towards supporting one another and being strong women while only using positive sayings. My local H&M in Illinois doesn't have that, which I think is a shame, because if it did, I would probably buy more from it. A great investment for your business long term is to find out what you stand for and who you stand with. Because if you can figure out a deal or a partnership with a good cause, I promise you it will pay off in the future. Now, Italy's on the Mediterranean. It's got a very close or direct route to most of the continents. It's how Venice became so important to the Silk Road. It's the birthplace of trade. It used to be the center of global business, and a lot of that still shows today. So not only does it have a lot of its historic staples, such as the leather industry, which I got to see firsthand with the leather factory, works of art. Murano and Burano are these tiny islands in Venice that are known for having blown glass and handmade lace products. Their historical value and high quality are their life insurance against any and all competition. You can find just about any type of business being successful so long as you know how to work your angles. You can also start any business on just about any opportunity you find. I found a bazaar in Genova that was comprised of small businesses that represented a variety of countries from Latin America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. They had music and food and a variety of goods, and it was absolutely filled with people. It was a phenomenal cultural experience, and it was so cool to see how they all interacted, both with each other and with the people that were acting as customers. All in all, know what you're up against and how to make yourself unique. It's pretty straightforward considering those are the same requirements to be successful in your own home country. You have to know your own product and how to work your own angles. The ability to think, as anyone in business can tell you, is priceless. Thank you for watching this video. I hoped it helped teach you about what to expect while also giving you some tips on how to succeed in business in Italy and other foreign countries. I wish you luck in all your future ventures. Feel free to subscribe and keep your eyes open. I hope to have another video out probably in early September that's more of a fun tourist vlog on my adventures in Italy. Also below, I have links to both my Instagram and Facebook where you can find more photos from my trip. Feel free to stalk me. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!